spiritual passion must be nurtured to remain strong. In this message, Apostle Johnson Suleman addresses a growing concern in ministry, the gradual loss of spiritual intensity and focus. He explains the importance of maintaining prayer, consecration, and personal devotion to sustain effectiveness in service. This teaching offers encouragement and practical insights for ministers who desire to rekindle their passion and remain steadfast in their calling.
When you get to a point as a preacher, when you can be in church, prayers are going on, and you are pressing your phone, your fire is going out. Prayers are going on, and you are chatting. There is no, you see, fervency is reference. You come into, see, I was a Muslim, and some of us here maybe were Muslims before. If you are studying the Quran and you stand up to use the restroom, when you come back, you must wash your hand before touching the Quran. That is how much reference. But a pastor can be praying and taking, hello, 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 I'll call you back, hello, hello, I'll call you back. Your fervency is gone. Your reference, Romans 12 verse 11, fervent in the spirit, serving the Lord. When a man is fervent, he's full of reference. When a man is fervent, he operates in value for God. When a man is reference, the man, you see him with red eyes. Why? Because there's a brutality, there's a fire in the spirit, a fire in the system. Fervency. Your study of the word of God is brutal. Your approach to prayer is brutal. Am I talking to someone here? Everybody's praising God during the praise session except the pastor. He sits down during the praise because he's the lion of the tribe of Harari. He sits down during the praise. He's in the office. Praise is going on. Pastor is in the office. We are so indisciplined. You see, lack of fervency is what breeds indiscipline. Everyone know that once I'm seated in the service, you don't talk to me. If you talk to me, the way I'll look at you, you will miss what you wanted to say. Once I'm seated on the altar, you don't talk to me. Sometimes even my wife will talk to me. I say, babe, later. He said, I say, shh, later. We are before the presence of Elohim, the presence of the great I am. Am I talking to somebody here? It is reference that determines ambience. It is reference. Your reference for God is what determines the atmosphere. Are you following me? But it takes your fervency in the spirit. Somebody say fervent. What does it mean to be fervent? To be passionate, to be intense, to be totally sold out. Fervency. There was a man in the Bible called Apollos. Apollos was a man that was mighty in the word. The Bible says he was mighty in the word, very mighty in the word, but he knew only one revelation, the baptism of John. That's what the man knew. But anywhere he entered, because of his fervency, in the bus, on the street, everywhere. Never grow too big as a pastor that you are now bigger than going out on the street for evangelism. Don't lose your Christianity on the platform of your ministry. That somebody told me went to see God's servant, Bishop David Oyedepo. Have you heard of Bishop Oyedepo? Winners Chapel? You've heard of the man? He's building the largest auditorium in the world, and the auditorium has 1,000 elevators. A church building. 1,000 elevators. The church is 109,000 people. Over 2,000 restrooms. Not 200, thousands. Yeah, the person went to greet him at home, and they said, and he's 72. The man went to greet him at home, and they say he's not around. He has gone out for evangelism. And they have churches in over 145 nations. And you, just Harare. This tiny Harare. They can't see you giving out because your fervency. Fervency determines your love for God. When you are still childlike at heart, fervency, when you are still on fire, you are after the Christian values, you are referencing to God. When money is given to you, you are scared. Where did this come from? Fervency in the spirit. I which I'm communicating right now. Fervency is shown in your display of service. Fervency is not slothful in business, but fervency in the spirit, in your display of service. Let me please advise you. Ministry is traveling into God, being with Him, returning to take men there. Traveling into God, being with Him, returning to take men there. You cannot represent a God you have not encountered. Have you seen? How many of you have been to the court before? The courtroom, the legal. I'm talking of the legal courtroom. Okay. The only person admitted into the dock, aside the prosecutor or the respondent, is called the witness. When it gets into the witness, but what makes you a witness? You are a witness when you are in possession of evidence, not hearsay. You are in possession of evidence, not hearsay. When you walk there and they say, "Why are you here?" Say, "I'm a witness." What's your proof? I was told. You are not a witness, you are a rumor monger. The Bible calls you as a minister a faithful witness. It means you are in possession of evidence. You can't have evidence without experience. The God you have not experienced, you can't produce his evidence. Fervency is prayerfully expressed. Is prayerfully expressed. Nothing kills fervency like wrong company. Wrong company. Wrong company. When you begin to hang around the wrong people, and there are things they do, and you see it and you get attracted. A wrong company can make you become so materialistic and competitive. The man buys a car, he shows you the car. He says, "What are you doing?" "I've gotten a car." You don't have a car. He does a service, he shows you the crowd. You don't have a crowd. Can I say this to you? Not everyone is called to pastor a crowd. You will fast and pray and have ulcer. You better stop. Not everybody is called to pastor a crowd. There are some people, if they pastor a crowd, that is the end of their life, because they don't have the capacity and the discipline. And there are some people that they don't need to pray too much. The crowd comes. The crowd comes. Somebody asked me a question. They said, "Apostle, but Jesus had a crowd." I said, "No, it was multitude." His disciples were always few. Because there are some of you who get discouraged because you think the church is scanty. 40 people, you're having headache and you are praying for 400. 40, God has given you 40 and you can't sleep. Today you are settling, tomorrow you are settling issues. 40. Now you are praying for 400. So you are saying your headache should multiply by 10. So you must understand that there are people before God who have 100 people, but they have more reward than that person who have 1,000. It is God that rates greatness, not men. Today, ministry has become ABC: attendance, building, cash. Wrong company. No matter the seed of iniquity, it is either suppressed or brought out by a wrong company. 2 Samuel chapter 13. Let me begin to wind up. 2 Samuel chapter 13. From verse 1. Someone who was a son of David had a sister called Tamar. Amnon loved his sister. Amnon was drawn immorally to his sister. But Amnon could do nothing. If you read verse 3, he said, but Amnon had a friend. Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab. Every wrong character that came out of you is because you met a wrong person. Amnon had a friend. Many years ago, I was talking with a pastor. We just got married, and I had him on the phone. Stop that. Are you stupid? So I was waiting. When he was done, I said, sorry, Pastor, what was that? He says, my wife, the way she's behaving. Your wife. You just screamed and yelled. Our friendship ended that day. Because unconsciously you start doing the same thing, thinking it's acceptable. And I was trying to talk to him. Say, this is no, don't tell me, Apostle. I'm a man. You are too African. You see. God saved you to be his son, not a traditional ruler. Are you following what I'm talking about? Say, man, no, sir. If you want to know if a man is called, ask his wife. Forget that. When you are preaching, your wife is shaking her head. She's just encouraging you. She knows you are not called. She knows you are not called. She doesn't want problem at home. She just, do you know, my wife, you were there. She said, liar, you started again. Wrong company.
If this message blessed you, kindly like the video, subscribe to Spirit and Power TV, and share it with someone who needs it. God bless you.